Hey guys, Gardy here. How you doing? Look, you know what? One of the things I wanted to talk about is my workflow for these vlogs. A lot of folks that are out there have, invested a lot in making these vlogs. And this one guy I was talking to yesterday saying, yeah, it takes 5 or 6 hours to process, and you can't do it daily. I'm like, what are you doing that I'm not doing? Because I don't do 5 or 6 hours of post-processing to edit and all that good stuff. Maybe some of the bigger vlogs do that, but not me. So let me tell you, and this is really for anyone who's starting off and for my future self, because I want to compare what I'm doing today with what I'm going to do in the future. I'm about 35. This, I think, marks my 35th vlog, daily vlog. And what I wanted to share is what I use. First and foremost, I keep it on the down low. I used my current cell phone. Now, I know the iPhones have a great camera, great video, has image stabilization and all that good stuff, so not great. I use a Nexus 6P, and it has an awesome camera on the back side and a great selfie camera on the front side. And the nice thing is, I love using Google Photos. And the reason why I like using Google Photos is because if I'm at a Starbucks or a restaurant or even back home, it automatically syncs via Wi-Fi all my content up online. Yeah, it takes all my content and shoves it up into the web. That I appreciate. That way I don't have to worry about post-processing. And all I have to do is when I come home, download the content onto my laptop, which is no big deal. Now, if I need to use content that's already existing on my phone right away, then I pull out the old USB-C cable and plug it into my MacBook and download it from there with the Android file transfer. I know it's old school, but that's what I do. So the next thing is, what software do I use to actually pull all this stuff together? Well, I use what comes for free on my Mac. My MacBook Pro, that is. I've got a 13-inch and a 15-inch, but I usually use my 13-inch more than anything else. Small screen, I know, but I use iMovies. That's the best thing I can say. It's there, it's easy, it's quick, it's dirty. I'm not going through and lining up everything perfectly. There's going to be some mistakes, and who cares, right? It's just getting content that's out there. And then when I'm done using, it has everything I need. It does picture-in-picture. It does labels. It does music. It does, basically that's all I need, right? So that's what I use, and when I'm finished with my editing, I push it out to a file, an MP4 file, and then I upload it to YouTube. Now I can directly upload it from my laptop, from iMovie to YouTube, but I like to do that manually because when I put it up there, I control when it's released. I control when it's going to be up there. Yes, I know there's scheduling on YouTube, but basically the main reason why I do this is that when I upload, it's not very long. And oh, by the way, side note, I don't do the best quality. I just do 1080p. I don't want to do 2K or 4K video, even though my cameras can do that. I don't, because you're talking a gig and a half, 2 gigs worth of file. It's not necessary. 1080p is good enough for me. So that's what I use to upload. I use the annotations on YouTube for all the links and pops that I have on there. And that's basically it, guys. If I spend more than 2 hours editing my content, either number one, I have too much content, or number two, I'm being distracted. So if I spend an hour on it, awesome. And that's what I want to do. And what I found out, so here's something that's really interesting. For all of you who are interested in vlogging or doing daily vlogs or doing any type of content that's out there, the key thing is content. Content. It's hard. Yet at first when you start, you think, oh, I got all these things I can do. But now it's hard. I have to go off and search for things to do. I have to think of what I'm going to share. Now, of course, I don't want to share my boring life. I joked with my wife yesterday, and some of you guys yesterday is like, the boring life of Garney. Which I think might get some additional hits and subscribers, but I kid. The important thing is getting content that's out there. And I'm really enjoying this. This is my 35th vlog, and I'm still enjoying doing this. It's just that hour or 2 hours in the day that I'm like, what the heck am I going to show? What am I going to share? that's a challenge I've got to deal with. But that's what everyone goes through. It's like, what content is out there? I even joked with Gene. I said, maybe we need to move to New York so I could do a Casey Neistat and just walk around the city and always have content. But see, that's just not it. That's not why we watch Casey. Casey is dynamic as he is, so that's not why we watch it. He's got some really cool stuff. But you know what? From now on, when I go on vacations or on trips and things like that, guess what? I'm going to be doing some vlogging or capturing content. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that helps anyone that's out there that's new to this. Look, my light just went out of my thing. See, that's some of the challenges you have to go through, is like some of the equipment and everything. But have a great day. I hope all is well. Oh, there it is again. I think I'm a gearhead. I think I just might have to buy me an LED panel that plays right up here so it can constantly shine. So guys, have a great day. Hopefully it's all going well. Hey, if you like what I'm doing, hit that like button. And if you want to continue with me on this journey, because I'm always looking for new friends to join me on this, hit that subscribe button. And until then, we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.